Hey guys, it's Nathan Halverson, and this is my discussion post for Kinesiology 110. And the subject of this post is how people feel out of place when starting a new sport or activity. And I'm going to start off by saying it's really the people. It's when people start new sports, they're at a really young age most of the time. So that's elementary school, where your friends in elementary school are your only friends, right? They're the only people you've been introduced to for the most part. So they're your close friends. So when you're starting on a new sport, chances are you're not going to be playing with your best friends by your side. It's going to be complete strangers, and this really teaches a social aspect of life to a kid at a really young age, if that's the scenario, right? So now you're forced to uh, meet new people and introduce yourself to new people that you've never met before, and get away from where you're comfortable. But then on the flip side of that, now you have to worry about, okay, people can't play the sport as well as they could when they have other things on their mind. And this doesn't seem too big of a concern at the young age, just because, let's face it, most kids, once you get a ball or a stick in your hand, you just go out and have fun and you're not thinking about other stuff. But then our job in this class is to dissect what's really going through their minds and the thought process that go in between them. I know from a personal standpoint, I grew up playing baseball, hockey, basketball, volleyball, soccer. I was heavily involved, so with that, when I kept playing new sports and getting introduced to new sports, it kept getting easier and easier because I already worked on the part of life where, yeah, you can introduce yourself to people, you can become comfortable with other people, and now I have a countless amount of friends that even if I don't talk to for like a five year span, we still perfectly know who each other are, and we can say, hey, how you been, and stuff like that. And that's just explains the power of sports and activities in general, for that matter, and how us as society portrays them, and how they impact our identity. So when you feel out of place starting a new sport, it's just basically can be summed up as you're scared to meet new people, right? So say you joined a sport at a later age in life. Say you started at 14 instead of 6, and as you're going to school every day, you see these cool kids wearing their hockey jackets to school, and they all blend together, and you think, wow, that must be a really cool feeling. So you feel out of place from that group because they're wearing these jackets and you're just wearing a regular old hoodie, for example, right? So that really explains the division and why some people will feel out of place when they're first getting introduced to the sport, and as well as after they've started the sport and started playing it. As you start playing it, you'll get less and less out of place, and you'll start fitting in more, and you'll start having more fun because of it, right? As long as you love the sport, you're going to have a pretty good time.